I wanted to ask you about your secondary, what you feel about the talent level there, and the two transfers from Arkansas, Fouché and Brooks, how you feel like they might fit in.
Well, let me address Fouché and Brooks. They have been outstanding additions to our program. I know many don't like to see that happen within the league, and I'm not crazy about it either. But these are two Louisiana kids that wanted to play at LSU, and they have been great additions. Character, I would say that, when we were looking into the transfer portal, we wanted young men that had SEC experience and had ties to the state of Louisiana. And Brooks and Fouché fit that to the T.
I think I read this right, that Brad Davis is the only assistant you retained.
That's correct.
I wonder why you did that and what went into that thought process, and just what kind of coach you think Brad is and what he'll do with the O-line.
So Brad was the interim head coach, so I got a chance to see him in a different capacity, in much more of a, I would say, leadership capacity, where he got an opportunity to really touch all of the players, and I really loved his ability to reach players. And I felt like if he could reach all of those players, how well would he do with 15 to 18 players? Also, he worked for Sam, and I consider Sam Pittman one of the best, if not the best, offensive line coach in college football. And so he's been tutored under the best, played the position from Baton Rouge, just all those things together. And then my time with him and his want and desire to be part of LSU made it an easy decision for me.
Last year, not only one of the best games y'all played in, but as far as the SEC in general, was against Arkansas. What are your thoughts about the rivalry with Arkansas and it becoming possibly one of the big marquee rivalries in the SEC?
Well, that was an exciting game, and again, it just shows you can't predict year to year, week to week. You got no idea how games are going to go, because that game was completely different than the game the year before with them in a low-scoring game. So that's an exciting rivalry, one that means a lot to fans as well. And, Coach has done an unbelievable job there, turning around a program that we got there at the same time and, had really struggled. It wasn't like Arkansas was losing, most of their games close. So to see the turnaround that Coach Pittman did is really amazing.
You guys had a great one in Fayetteville last year. Then obviously the rest of the season didn't go your way. How tough was that? Maybe how's that impacted motivation with the guys going into this season?
Yeah, the Arkansas game, that was a good game for us against a really good team. Coach Pittman has done a tremendous job in that program, without question. And you could tell. I mean, that's one of the most physical teams that we played. And you knew that going in. You knew that mentality was going to be a part of that program. So we were very fortunate to win that game. Our guys did play well. We executed well in that game. And then, the second half of the season didn't go our way, but there's reasons why. You can go back and after every game, you evaluate, okay, what were the things that happened? And there are things that we can control. There's things that we can do better. And so, that's a continuation of just learning from that and applying it to this season.
You were a Burlsworth nominee last year. Can you tell me what that meant to you?
Yes, sir. So for those of you who don't know, Brandon Burlsworth was a walk-on at the University of Arkansas, often considered as one of the greatest walk-ons of all time. And he tragically passed away in a car accident after he was drafted to the Colts, but they established this award. And so being a nominee for this award meant a ton. Being from Fayetteville, Arkansas, I got to learn a great deal about Brandon. My granddad was actually one of the coaches on staff who had helped bring him to Arkansas to walk on. So being able to represent that and, honestly bring honor to his name by my play on the field, I think is very special to me. And, at Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium, they always have a group or a section of kids that come and watch the Razorbacks called the Burls Kids, and they always say doing it the Burls way. And so that's something that I hope to continue to do, and always want to have that chip on my shoulder and carry myself in a way that Brandon did.